Here at KennyWhiteSports.com, Brian Blessing with Kenny White, and we are talking about the Los Angeles Rams and talk about a lot of news with this football team before they've ever played a football game. You get Matt Stafford as their quarterback now, and then you've got the best defensive player in the league, Aaron Donald. I believe you'll agree with that, on the other side of the ball. But then you get a monster injury with Cam Akers, the running back, and I really think that's a punch to the gut for this Rams team. 10.5 is the number, Kenny, in the division. Co-favorites at 2-1 with the Niners. But let's start with Stafford. Saw a projected season total of 28.5 touchdown passes for him this year. What would you play there?
That's a good question. This Ram team does like to run the football by committee. Stafford put up great numbers with a poor Detroit team because they were always behind. He threw 26 touchdowns last year. I think the number's probably right on because he's going to do a better job with a really well-oiled machine and Sean McVay in his offense. That's a solid number. I don't think he's that great of an upgrade over Jared Goff. I've got a 2-point upgrade over Goff. So it is an upgrade, but it's not knee-jerk reaction like, oh, my gosh, we're bringing in a guy that's going to just completely change the world for us. So there's going to be some pressure on him, and he's also in a new offense.
Well, I mean, that's why the Akers injury is so devastating because you establish the run. Stafford would be, not a crash test dummy and a better quarterback. And I know, Kenny, I've been with you for a lot of years. Running backs, wide receivers, for the most part, are a dime a dozen. Henderson probably will carry the load now. But the way Akers played at the end of last year, the light bulb went off, and he was one of the better running backs in the league. How big a drop-off is this now?
I've got 0.6 of a point in the running game. I could argue could be higher, could be worth a full point. That's all I say in the magazine. It's meant to write and it's meant to change. If you don't like my ratings, move them. I mean, you might want to make Cam Akers 1.5 points better than average, make him a little bit better running back, but it doesn't matter. He's out now.
All right, Kenny, I got to know, from a power rating perspective, Aaron Donald is the consensus best player in the league defensively. How does he stack up power ratings-wise in your estimation?
I am 2.2 points better than the average NFL player. So if Aaron Donald was to go out, it would be a 1.7 point drop off because that number is the average player. Obviously, his backup's got to be maybe a little above average, and he is. So, close to 2 points on that drop off. Myles Garrett for Cleveland, though, is starting to give him a shot, run at the player of the year for defense. He's that good on Cleveland.
Okay, so it's kind of a new-look Rams team to a degree here with Stafford, decent wide receivers. They were heading the right way. The Akers injury is a punch to the gut. You like this team to go over the season win total here of 10.5?
I hate to say it, but I like under. I've only got them at 9 wins on the season. And, I've always been a Ram fan and love when they're good. And I really like watching Sean McVay. I was the president of his fan club when he first started. But last year he kind of let me down a little bit. I thought they'd be better than they were. I do like the Stafford addition. But I don't think they have all the pieces of the puzzle, and they're too tough of a division. Arizona's improved, Seattle's still really good, and San Francisco's very good. So I think it's a 9-win team. Again, they win 10, it's not going to surprise me. I think they're a playoff team, though.
All right, there you have it. It's the LA Rams at KennyWhiteSports.com.